Cassian stood at the edge of the forest. Ancient trees loomed before him, their branches intertwined, creating a canopy that blotted out the sun. He took a deep breath, feeling a sense of anticipation mixed with trepidation. The forest called to him, promising answers to questions he hadn't yet dared to ask. He stepped across the threshold, leaving the familiar world behind. The sunlight faded, replaced by a cool green twilight. The forest floor was soft beneath his feet, a carpet of fallen leaves and pine needles. He moved deeper into the woods, the trees closing in around him like ancient guardians. Cassian had always felt drawn to the unknown. The journey had begun. The deeper Cassian ventured, the more profound the silence became. It wasn't an empty silence, but one filled with 1,000 unspoken words. The shadows stretched out from the trees, long and sinuous. They danced and shifted, whispering secrets to those who knew how to listen. Cassian walked slowly, his senses attuned to the subtle language of the forest. He began to notice the intricate details he had missed before. The delicate veins on a leaf, the intricate patterns of bark on a tree trunk, the way the sunlight filtered through the canopy. Each detail held a story, a testament to the passage of time and the interconnectedness of all things. The worries and anxieties that had plagued him seemed insignificant in the face of the forest's ancient wisdom. He was home. Cassian paused, closing his eyes as he inhaled the cool, damp air. He had never felt so at peace. The silence, once daunting, now felt like a comforting embrace. It was in the stillness that he began to hear the whispers of his own soul. Long-forgotten dreams and aspirations surfaced, along with a deep well of strength he hadn't known he possessed. He sat down at the base of a giant oak, its roots spreading out like gnarled fingers. The tree felt ancient, wise, a silent observer to countless seasons. Cassian leaned against its trunk, feeling a sense of connection to something larger than himself. He saw his fears, his doubts, his insecurities, but he also saw his courage, his compassion, his capacity for love. He realized that he was a tapestry woven from both light and shadow. He continued his journey, guided by intuition and the whispers of the wind. The forest seemed to part before him, leading him ever deeper into its heart. And then he emerged into a clearing. Bathed in a golden light that filtered through the canopy, it was a place of ethereal beauty. A small stream flowed through the clearing, its water sparkling like liquid crystal. Wildflowers bloomed in profusion, their colors vibrant against the lush green foliage. In the center of the clearing stood a large, flat rock. Cassian felt drawn to it as if it were an altar in an open-air temple. He had found the heart of the forest, and in doing so, he had found the heart of himself. Cassian emerged from the forest a changed man. The world seemed brighter, the colors more vivid. He moved with a newfound sense of purpose, his heart overflowing with gratitude and love. He carried the wisdom of the forest within him, a deep knowing that would guide him on his path. He knew that his journey was far from over. In fact, it had just begun. He had much to learn, much to experience, much to share. Cassian's journey into the forest of silent shadows had been a pilgrimage of the soul. What will your journey reveal?
Please subscribe for more spirit stories.